Assalamu alaikum. Welcome my sweeties again to your English classes with your teacher Dani Hassan. In this video we're going to start a new unit, which is unit 8, the last unit in our semester. We're going to start with the first lesson, which is vocabulary. We will work with pages 84 and 85 in your student book and page 77 in your workbook. Our objectives today are: learn vocabulary for different crimes and listen to a radio report about crimes around the world. You need to open your student book, page 84. Please look at the picture. Then try to answer these questions. What can you see in the photo? What do you think was the cause of the fire? If it was a crime, why would someone commit it? Finally, what problems could the firefighters and police have? Please pause the video. Think of answers for these questions, then resume it when you're ready. Let's start with the first question. What can you see in the photo? There is a big fire and a firefighter is trying to enter the building. Maybe he wants to check that there is no one inside. Number 2, what do you think was the cause of the fire? Maybe it was by an accident. It's possible that there was a problem with the cooker or heater or the electricity. The next one, if it was a crime, why would someone commit it? Maybe someone might have wanted to destroy the building and everything that is inside. The last one, what problems could the firefighters and police have? There could be people or animals inside the buildings. The firefighters would be in danger if they tried to save them. There could also be more houses next to the building. Now please turn to the next page. We have today vocabulary lesson. The title is Crimes. We can see many photos of different crimes here. We have to match these words in the box with the photos, then listen, check, and repeat. You have to pause the video, try to match these words to their photos. Now guys, let's start with the first picture. We can see in the first picture kidnapping, but in picture B we can see a violent or a quick violent robbery of a person, so it's mugging. C, we can see illegal downloading. In picture D we can see pickpocketing. In picture E we can see shoplifting. Here we can see a woman try to lift something in the shop. In picture F we can see robbery. Picture G, arson. The last picture, or in the background, as you can see, vandalism. Now we're going to listen and check.
CD2, track 30. Listen, check, and repeat. A. Kidnapping. B. Mugging. C. Illegal downloading. D. Pickpocketing. E. Shoplifting. F. Robbery. G. Arson. H. Vandalism.
Now we have to match them under property, a person, or both. Which of the crimes are related to a property, a person, or both? Let's start with property, shoplifting, arson, vandalism, illegal downloading. What about a person? Kidnapping, both property and a person, mugging, pickpocketing, and robbery. Now we have to match the beginnings from 1 to 5 to the end of the sentences from A to E. Let's start with the first one. The man committed the robbery during the daytime. With B, they stole 2 computers and no one heard or saw a thing. Number 2, they were sent to a prison for vandalism. With E, after they painted graffiti at the bus station and broke windows in the shopping center. 3, he only got a fine for shoplifting because he only stole one thing and it was his first offense. Number 4, they suspect him of illegal downloading, but they haven't found any pirated films or music on his computer yet. Number 5, the last one or the last sentence, the police arrested her for arson. With D, after they saw her start the fire on a security camera. Now you're going to listen to a short radio report about common crimes around the world. Which 5 crimes are mentioned? What do the 2 people say about them? Please listen carefully.
CD2, track 31. Listen to the short radio report. Today on our Crimes World Report, we look at the world's most common crimes. Damien Williams has been looking at the statistics. Damien. Well, the most common crimes are kind of invisible, you know? What do you mean? Well, there are lots of new crimes related to the digital age. Did you know that illegal downloading is believed to be the #1 crime at the moment? I suppose that some people don't think of it as a crime, right? That's right. It's stealing somebody else's property, but some people think that film stars and musicians have enough money already. Yes, it's all to do with how you see it, I guess. It's a bit like vandalism. Things like graffiti. Some people call it art. As you say, it's how you see it. Is it art, or is it a crime? Okay, what about other everyday crimes? Well, shoplifting is still very common, of course. The interesting thing is that now there are professional groups who shoplift. One person talks to the shop assistants, while others rob the store. And then there's pickpocketing and mugging. Surely very common crimes on the world's city streets. Yes, this can happen to anyone, anywhere. Here in London, there are pickpockets everywhere, but a serious mugging where you get hurt, luckily, that's rare. Luckily. Thanks, Damien.
So the 5 crimes that mentioned in the report are vandalism, which is a graffiti. Some people call it art. Shoplifting, very common. There are professional groups who shoplift. Pickpocketing, can happen to anyone. In London, there are pickpockets everywhere. Mugging, serious muggings are rare. Now please move to your workbook, page 77. Let's start with the first exercise. Add vowels to make words for crimes. The first one, pickpocketing. You have to add the vowels I, O, E, and I. Next one, kidnapping. We have to add I, A, and I with ing. Number 3, robbery, O and E. Number 4, vandalism, A and I. Illegal downloading, I, E, A. O, here O, A, and I. You have to complete the rest as the same way. In exercise number 2, we have to match the words in exercise 1 with the definitions. The first one, taking things from a building, which is robbery. Number 2, stealing from a supermarket, which is shoplifting. 3, damaging things in a public place, which is vandalism. 4, watching films you didn't pay for on your computer, which is illegal downloading. 5, attacking someone to steal from them in the street, which is mugging. You have to complete the rest, 6, 7, and 8. In exercise number 3, we have to complete the sentences with the same words. In exercise number 1. Number 1. After the kidnapping, the man's family paid 100,000 to get him back. Number 2. There's a lot of in the town center, so be careful, watch your purse, which is pickpocketing. 3. The firefighter said it was definitely arson. They found petrol on the floor. There was a or an in our street yesterday. The attacker stole my neighbor's phone, so it's mugging. 5. The clothes shops often attach little plastic security tags to clothes to stop shoplifting. You have to complete number 6, 7, and 8. Finally, in exercise number 4, we have to complete the texts about crime. Here we have 2 texts. Let's start with the first one. I live in a big city here. Shoplifting is common, both in big shopping centers and small shops. Is also frequent, especially stealing wallets from tourists. So, pickpocketing is also frequent. And at night in some areas is a problem, so I never walk home alone, so mugging. Of course, the most common crime these days is probably of songs and films, so it's illegal downloading of songs and films, but for some reason many people don't consider that crime at all. Your homework is to complete the next text. That's all in our class, my students. If you have any question, feel free to contact me on WhatsApp. See you next time. Goodbye.